Per contra, Mr. S.K. Dubey, learned senior counsel appearing for respondent plaintiff, submitted that the High Court has rightly come to the conclusion that the sale deed in question was not in fact a real sale deed, but was by way of surety and thus did not pass any right, title or interest in favor of the vendee, which is clear from the admission of the vendee defendant from para 8 of the impugned judgment under challenge in this civil appeal. He also invited our attention to the written statement filed by defendant, whereby in para 2 within bracket B and within bracket C, it is clearly admitted that the husband of vendee defendant agreed to advance the loan and the nominal sale deed was executed in her name instead of in the name of her husband. He would further submit that from the sub-para within bracket D, it is also admitted that an agreement was entered into between the vendor and the vendee, that after repayment of the amount within 3 years, reconvenience deed will be executed in favor of the plaintiff. Simultaneously, an agreement was also entered into between the parties for execution of the reconvenience deed in favor of the plaintiff, as is admitted at page B of the list of dates and events by the appellants. Therefore, learned senior counsel submitted that by the said sale deed, no right, title or interest ever passed in her favor, and that mere mutation of her name in the revenue records does not confer any right, title or interest in her favor in the absence of the real transaction of the property. Learned senior counsel also invited our attention to annexures filed along with the counter filed on behalf of the contesting respondent number 1. Learned senior counsel cited the case of Srimati Indira Kaur and others versus Shiv Lal Kapoor 1988 to SCC 488 in support of his contention. We have carefully perused the pleadings and judgments passed by both the courts below and of the High Court, and also the annexures filed by both the parties in this appeal. In our opinion, the High Court has rightly come to the conclusion that the sale deed in question was not in fact a real sale deed, but was by way of surety and thus did not pass any right, title or interest in favor of the vendee, which is clear from the admission of the vendee defendant. We have already extracted the contents of the written statement in paragraphs within bracket supra. We have also perused the document executed by the plaintiff's respondent herein in favor of Miss Sujata. It did not pass any right, title or interest in her favor, and in all probabilities the transaction was only by way of loan, and the so-called sale deed executed by the respondent plaintiff in favor of Miss Sujata was nothing but by way of surety. The agreement to reconvey the property will not ipso facto will lead to the conclusion that the sale is not nominal. In the instant case, the trial court dismissed the suit for the reasons recorded therein on the basis of the record and oral evidence. The lower appellate court, as noticed earlier, has not considered oral and documentary evidence properly. The lower appellate court, which is the final court of fact, mechanically confirmed the findings of the trial court and upheld the judgment of the trial court dismissing the suit. The High Court, for the cogent and convincing reasons recorded in the judgments, has rightly inferred with the concurrent findings of both the courts. In our view, both the lower courts have concurrently erred in not appreciating the oral and documentary evidence properly, and therefore the High Court is at liberty to reappreciate the evidence and record its own conclusion for reversing the orders passed by the lower court. The judgment of this court in the case of Mohan Lal versus Nihal Singh (Supra), cited by the learned counsel for the appellant, will not be of any assistance to the appellant herein.